Welcome to my recap. Here, we see the director examining the photos they had taken of Yuya the other day and plans to recruit him for their agency. Back at Yuya's home, Kori tries to teach him math, but he is struggling to plug his solution into her equation. As their final exams approach, Yuya feels overwhelmed, especially since he has always struggled with math, and his cheat skill only helps him with language-related subjects. Kori offers to help and suggests studying together at his house, and that's how she ended up there. After studying for a while, Kori suddenly gets up and asks Yuya if she can use the bathroom. As Kori goes to use the bathroom, she stumbles upon the mysterious door. Yuya reveals to her that it's a magical door that leads to another world, and no one can enter there without his permission. She wonders what he means by another world, so he explains that it's a world where magic and super abilities exist. And to prove his point, he shows her his impressive water magic skills. He mentions that with these powers, he has saved her countless times from delinquents and even rescued her from a burning building. Kori finally realizes just how strange and extraordinary Yuya truly is. Surprisingly, unlike a normal person who should be freaking out, Kori is calm about everything, and even decides to visit the other world without a second thought. I wonder if it's a cheat skill or Yuya's rizz that destroys the common sense of his harem girls. On the other side, Kori witnesses flying birds and unique plants that never grew on Earth. Yuya went on to explain that Night was a black fenrir and Akatsuki belonged to the Mauju species, something similar to the pig family. Akatsuki didn't seem to like that reference. Well, I don't blame him, who would like to be referred to as a pig. As Kori got up, her status system appeared, measuring her various abilities. Yuya noticed that all of her stats were 10 times higher than when he first started out. I guess this would explain how she could throw the racket so hard in the previous episode. He tells her how he came here leveled up like using a cheat. But she didn't mind that at all and was more interested in exploring this fascinating world. Yuya tells her about the dangerous monsters lurking in the forest and promises to take her next time. He also asks to keep this a secret. Kori is fascinated by this extraordinary world and agrees to keep their secret between the two of them, bringing them closer together. Back at the royal capital, the king inquired why the mysterious man from the forest hadn't shown up. Owen apologized for his absence, and Luna admitted her plan to assassinate Lexia, which disrupted Yuya's schedule. Enraged, he drew his sword to confront Luna, but she effortlessly stopped him, and Lexia expressed her hatred for his violent behavior. Lexia reminded him that it was her decision to make Luna her bodyguard. Reluctantly, the king respected her choice, not wanting his daughter to hate him. Owen reveals to the king that Luna belonged to the Dark Guild and is the infamous headhunter. It was Yuya who caught her. Owen mentions that, after capturing Luna, Yuya arranged for Luna and Lexia to stay at his house. After Yuya managed to catch her, he made Luna and Lexia spend the night at his house. When the king heard this, he couldn't believe his daughter would be staying with another man. Fueled by anger, he vents by slashing a chair and mentions that Yuya will become his sword's next victim, as he suspects that his daughter's holy wall might have been penetrated by Yuya's Excalibur. Meanwhile, we see that the masked man learned of Luna's failure and her capture. He learns that the person from the darkest regions is about to visit the palace, and he devises a plan to make Lexia and the king disappear, believing it was his time to take the throne. He gave his men a magical sealing barrier that would help them infiltrate the castle and prevent any magicians from defending the king. If things went wrong, they could blame Yuya for it all. We then see Yuya hunting a sheep, and among the rare drops he also gets a bed known as the Paradise Bed. He mentions that Jose Academy is on a substitute break, and he plans to meet the king during this break. Yuya finally reached his first city in this world, and when he saw different species there, it finally felt real to him that he was in another world, but he needed to make some money first. So, he went to a pawn shop, where the merchant mistook Yuya for a noble due to his appearance, and was amazed by the spices and exquisite glasses Yuya possessed. The merchant eagerly bought the items for 100 gold coins, but Yuya mentions that he doesn't know its value, causing the merchant to fall in shock. He tells Yuya that the money is enough for a family of 4 to live for 20 years without working. Well, the merchant seems to have missed a good chance of scamming Yuya. He then gives Yuya a guild card, allowing him to be identified in the country, and gives information on reaching the royal capital. Yuya finally reaches the royal capital, and Owen prepares an audience with the king. Yuya, unprepared for such an occasion, worries about his attire. But Owen assures him it was an unofficial audience. Inside, the king questions Yuya, who had saved Lexia, but he doesn't care if he actually saved her, and screams that he will eliminate the bastard who seduced his daughter. Owen and others finally calm him down, but the king was displeased with his lack of a gift for Lexia. Yuya apologized and presented the paradise bed from his void box. This gesture pleased Lexia, but the king is furious, asking Yuya if he is planning to lure Lexia into a world of paradise on top of that bed. Owen intervenes, explaining the custom of gifting a bed as a marriage proposal. While Lexia is excited about her glory while being penetrated by Yuya's Excalibur, Yuya realizes that he has messed up, but before the situation could escalate further, a group of assassins appears, surrounding them. The king ordered his guards to fight, but the assassins activated a magic barrier, neutralizing their efforts. Chaos erupted as the assassins attacked the royal family. Owen and Lexia fought back, and Yuya with his pets joined the battle. He easily neutralized all the enemies, and when the leader of the assassins targeted Yuya, he was defeated with a single blow. After the fight, while Lexia scolds her father's behavior towards Yuya, Owen discovers a crest among the assassins that belongs to Lexia's brother Rhaegar. Realizing the danger their country faced, Owen pleads with Yuya to support them. This is where the video ends. Thanks for watching and see you in the next episode.